Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. This is me Priya Sharma. I'm a makeup enthusiast and make makeup related videos on YouTube. So I have been reading all of your comments, and don't you guys worry, because this eye look tutorial is what we are going to do today. I haven't received these many DMs and comments for tutorial on this eye look. I think this is the most requested eye look tutorial that you guys have been asking me to do, and I literally planned to do it long ago, but it was getting delayed due to one reason or another. So today finally we are going to create this eye look tutorial. I'm going to create it in two ways. So a lot of people like to do eye looks with cream base. I'm going to do it with the cream base as well as with the powder eyeshadows. So what are we waiting for? Let's quickly get started, because I know you guys have been waiting for this one since a long time now. So let's quickly get started. I'm going to zoom you guys in so that you can see the eye look properly. To conceal the darkness on my lids, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm in the shade Vanilla. So all the darkness on my lids is covered now. So we have a very even base to work on. So the eye look that we are going to do today is very colorful. It has two shades, green and purple. So I think that is the most loved look so far. So we need a colorful eyeshadow palette to do that, and I have two, and these two are my absolute favorites. So the first one is this 42 Bright Mattes palette. This is what it looks like. It has all the shades that one needs to do an eye look, which is colorful. And the other one is again favorite. It is the Be Perfect Carnival Tahiti palette. It is my favorite. It has some amazing shades. So yeah, you can use any colorful eyeshadow palette that you have. You just need these shades that I'm going to tell. Also, a lot of people use cream eyeshadows or the colorful concealers to do these kind of eye looks, and that makes the colorful eye looks a lot more easier, because a colored base is great when you're doing colorful eye looks. So let me explain a little bit. So I bought this recently. This is the Made by Mitchell all creams palette. Let me show you. This is their color case. This is super famous now, and this is what it looks like. I was literally dying to buy this palette. I love it so much. I'll show you how this looks. So this is what the color case looks like. It comes with a spatula on one side and it has a brush on the other side, and we have these pretty shades here, and these are all the cream formulations. You can use them as you like. You can use it as a face paint, you can use it for your eyeshadow base or something. So it is amazing, and I literally wanted to buy this for so long. So if you want to use colorful concealers or colorful base to do this eye look, I'm going to use this on one side, and on the other side I'm going to use our traditional eyeshadow palettes to do the look. So it will be best of both worlds. And starting with the eyeshadow side, I'll keep switching. So for my crease shade, I'm going to use mix of these two, that is the white and the lilac shade, because I want a lighter shade as compared to what I have in this palette. So I'm going to mix the white with the lilac, and we'll get a lighter shade for the crease. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is Sephora 09 crease brush. So I'm going to use circular motions and wiper motions to blend the shadow. So I'm done with building the color. This is what it looks like. So you want a very light wash of color on the lid, because if I put a very dark purple shade, it will not blend into my crease area. So I have a good wash of color right here, and it looks very good, and I'm satisfied with how it looks. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but with the cream product now. So for this, I'm going to take the cream shadows and a metal plate, and this I'm going to mix the shade and apply it on my eyes. So I'm going to mix this light lilac shade with this purple shade, and hopefully we'll come somewhere near this shade. So I'm taking a little bit of this and a little bit of this. So mixing these two. So this is what the shade looks like after mixing, and let's apply this now. So disclaimer, I haven't used these cream shadows much. This is literally like the second time that I'm using this, or the third time. I haven't used this much, so I am also a beginner in this, but let's see how this works. So this shade is slightly lighter, so I'm going to deepen it slightly with a little bit of purple, and let's hope that it comes somewhere near to this shade. So I'm adding a little bit of pink. So I'm done with the purple cream shade on my lid, and I'm not aiming to match both the shades. 19-20 का फर्क होगा चलेगा because it is literally impossible to mix and match and create shades from this palette. So थोड़ा बहुत near भी आ गया, I'll be happy. Although it is semi set right now, I'm going to further set it with eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the same two shades that I used. So I'm going to take the white shade and the purple shade from here and just set it slightly. We'll come a lot more closer to this shade in that way also, and also it will double up the pigmentation and vibrancy of the color because we already have a base color to it. So this is what the shade looks like. This side looks more vibrant because obviously we have the base color, and on top of this we also have the eyeshadow. So if you're wondering which brush I used with the cream, so this is a dense brush. I don't know what the name of the brush is because nothing is mentioned on the brush. This is a brush from the Lancy brush set. So it is just a dense brush, a pointed dense brush probably, and it is very easy to blend cream eyeshadows, and also after blending it was literally very slightest amount of tacky and it settled into matte formulations. But to be double sure and to prevent any kind of creasing whatsoever, I just use one dip of eyeshadow. Like I just dipped my eyeshadow brush once in the eyeshadow pans and I was good. So I just used the eyeshadow to just set the cream product and not to give any kind of pigmentation to it, although the added pigmentation is just the benefit. But yeah, that's what I did. Now it's time to use a dark purple shade to deepen it and give it a little structure, and for that I'm going to use either this dark purple shade from this palette, or I'm going to use the dark purple shade from this palette, or I can mix both. So it depends on how it looks after applying. So let's see which shadow works better for the look. So I'm starting with this shade from the Beauty Bright Mattes palette, and this is the shade Drama Queen. So one thing about purples is that it is tough to build and also to formulate. Sometimes purples are not that great and they can just, when you blend them a lot, they can just swipe away and you'll be left with a bald patch of the color. So if you blend it a lot, it might be possible कि पूरे में कलर आ जाए, एक सिंगल पैच हो जहाँ पे कलर ही ना हो. सो पर्पल के साथ ये बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है, कई बार वो पैची हो जाता है, कई बार अप्लाई नहीं होता सही से, ब्लेंड नहीं होता. सो पर्पल इज़ अ टफ कलर टू मेक एज वेल एज टू हैंडल बिकॉज अगर अच्छा फॉर्मुलेशन नहीं होगा तो ब्लेंड कितना भी कर लो वो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. सो आई एम स्टार्टिंग विद द Bright Mattes palette using the shade Drama Queen, and let's see how this performs. So I'm going to deposit it first, and I'm patting it because I'm trying to deposit the color first, and then later on I will blend it. So this is Morphe E17 brush, and same brush use करने का there is no point. You can use same if you have this. नहीं है तो you can use a dense fluffy brush. This is a dense fluffy brush as you can see. So I've applied the purple shade from 42 Bright Mattes, and this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to use the purple shade from the Tahiti palette, and let's see which one works better. I think I'll use the Be Perfect one. So I'm going to use this palette and this shade from the palette, this one. So I feel this brush is slightly bigger, so I'm switching the brush. I'm going to take this brush. This is slightly smaller as compared to this one, so that I have greater control over the blending. So I'm placing the purple shade slightly lower than I want because I will blend it and वो सारा ऊपर ही चला जाएगा, but बहुत ऊपर लगाएंगे ना तो उसका blend होते होते वो eyebrow तक ही पहुंच जाएगा. So I am keeping it slightly lower and I'll blend it upwards. And I'm just placing the shadow first and later on I'll blend. So it requires a lot of depositing of the shadow. You will go back and forth with the color and the blending. So at least like 4-5 बार color deposit करोगे, फिर उसे blend करोगे, फिर लगेगा थोड़ा light हो गया. So this is the process. ऐसा नहीं होता एक बार आपने color blend करा हो गया. So it takes a lot of depositing and blending with these kind of eye looks. So I'm using circular motions to blend this. So now I'm happy with the shape of the shadow and how I have deposited the color. And to give it like that final blend, I'm going to take the lighter shade that I used on my crease and then just blend the edges so that we do not have any kind of rough edges or any of the part that is not well blended. This will help to further blend the shadows. So I'm satisfied with how this looks now. It looks well blended. If you're not satisfied with what you're doing right now, just blend it more and it will look good. It's all about blending. जितना blend करोगे उतना अच्छा लगेगा look. So keep blending it and also trust the process. ये अभी ऐसा लग रहा है, थोड़ी देर बाद it will look like a complete full-fledged eye look. So just trust the process. Now we are going to switch to this side where we have put all the crease. So clearly I have no shade that is anywhere near to this shade, so I have to mix and match and create a shade, and looks like I've chosen a wrong eye look for this palette because now I have to mix a lot of shades to come up with this shade. So let me quickly mix them up now. So I've successfully mixed a few shades to get this shade. So I have mixed this dark blue shade from this palette and this dark pink shade, and I mixed just these two, and I have this shade prepared now. So I have both the shades on my plate and I'm mixing these two, and I'm again using the same brush. Okay, so I'm done with this, and it was literally a struggle to just blend this product because firstly I mixed it on the plate, and when I applied it, if you like, you have to be very quick with this. So I used this brush for applying the product because I mixed the shade with this, so I applied it quickly with this, and then I use the second brush. This is a dense brush. You can see it is a dense brush. I just use this for blending. And so if you are very quick, it's easy to do this process, but after mixing it on the plate, everything starts to dry up very quickly, so you have to be very quick with this. So now that I'm done with the cream base, I'm going to use powder eyeshadow to build the color. So my crease shade has slightly mixed up, so I'm going to first put the crease shade, and now I'm going to build this shade on this side with this eyeshadow. Now if you guys are wondering कि इसका point ही क्या है if you have to use the shadows at the end, so the point is that जब हम ये वाला side कर रहे थे, it took a lot of time to build the shadow, and when you use this kind of palette, you already have a purple base, so when you deposit the color, उतना ज़्यादा deposit नहीं करना पड़ेगा. It will literally take like 1 or 2 times to deposit the shade and blend it, and you're done. So it makes the process slightly quicker and slightly effortless. Like ज़्यादा effort नहीं देना पड़ेगा for blending and depositing. It will just stick the shadow to itself because it is slightly sticky, and also it will give more vibrant color, and that is what you'll see now. Now I'm going to use this brush to blend the edges. Look at this. So I just deposited the color once, blended it once, and I'm good to go. So I'm done with both the sides now, and the next step is cutting the crease. But before that, I'll show you how this looks. So this is what we've done with the eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like with the cream plus eyeshadow. So the colors over here are more richer, they are more vibrant, but on this side the color is not as vibrant as it is on this side. Color difference is also there, that is because of the base that we've used. उसके ऊपर eyeshadow जो भी आएगा वो base को ही reflect करेगा, so there will be slight difference, but we are majorly seeing both the products, and जो भी आपको अच्छा लगे आप use कर सकते हो. So with the shadow, my purple shadow that I used is not as great, I feel, because ये थोड़ा सा patchy है here and there. Although it applied beautifully, blend भी हो गया, but it gets patchy. I know that. I've used it earlier as well. पहले जब मैंने eye look करा था, जिसको मैं recreate कर रही हूँ अभी, तब भी it was getting patchy. So keeping that aside, here there is no patchiness because we have a base और shadows पे stick हो गई है, so patchiness होने का chance बहुत कम हो गया है. So I feel this product has just helped me a little more with colorful eye looks because now I have a colorful base which helps me a lot more. So now that we're done with this, let's just quickly cut the crease and complete the eye look. So I'm taking this Q-tip. This is a pointed one, and on the other side it has the regular bud, and I'm going to use the Studio West Wipe Off. This is a bi-phase micellar water, which means it has micellar water as well as a layer of oil in this. I'll shake it and wipe the shadow and cut the crease. Oops. So as you can see, I have hooded eyes, so I will cut the crease slightly above my lid, and if you do not have hooded eyes, it's very easy for you guys, but since I have a hood, I will cut the crease slightly above my original crease area. So now I'm going to take again the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and cut my crease, taking a little bit of concealer on back of my hand, and I'm using this flat brush to get more precision. So I'm done with cutting the crease on both the sides, and now I'm going to use the green shade from this palette, the Be Perfect palette. I'm going to use this shade. You can see I've hit pan on this because this is my absolute favorite shade from this palette. So I'm using a flat brush to deposit the shade, and I've not set my eyes. I am applying it over a wet concealer so that maximum color sticks to it and we get a good color payoff. So I'm happy with how this looks. The color payoff is actually very good. So when you want good pigmentation, apply your shadows on a wet base, and this is what it looks like. I'm really happy. It looks very nice. And don't worry about this, we'll blend it. And on the cream side, I'm going to use this shade as a base. Okay, so I'm done with the green base. I shouldn't have applied it on the concealer. I should have applied it directly because it has created a layer, like a thin layer, but still that is getting slightly tacky. So keeping that in mind for the next time, I'm taking the green eyeshadow now, the powder eyeshadow, and then we'll see how vibrant it will get. So taking the shadow from here, the shade that we used earlier, using the same shade. It is slightly chalky, but oh my god, the color payoff, it's there. It looks very vibrant and very beautiful, just how I wanted this to look. It literally looks like that. I have first time seen the full potential of this shadow because it looks very vibrant in the pan, but after applying it over a wet concealer or any kind of base, it doesn't look as vibrant. But today it is looking very vibrant, like very, it looks very good. But you should definitely not use your cream base over the concealer, that's for sure. So I'm quite happy with how the color looks. Don't worry about the mess, it will clear up. I will do that. So I have messed my cut crease a little bit, and now I'll teach you how to fix that. For that, we'll take this tiny flat brush or any kind of brush, but it should be very thin. Take the shadow that you've used on the brush and just fix it. So it looks more defined now, and just take a tiny brush and just blend it a little bit again. Take the fluffy brush and just blend it slightly. So that's how you fix it. And doing the same thing on this side, that will help me define my crease more and give it a little more depth. So I'll be back after doing this side. So I'm done with defining the cut crease, and now we'll take a fluffy brush and pick the darkest shadow that we've used, and we'll fix this part. We'll blend the purple shade with the green shade. So I have applied purple shade over here, and then taking a clean fluffy brush to just blend these two together, and we have a blended eye. So this is what it looks like. The edges are well blended now, and now it's time to apply some metallic eyeshadows. Now to make it look a little more presentable right now, I'll just clean the edges and any fallout that I have. So now it's time to put on some metallic shades, and for metallic shades, you know my preference, you know what's my favorite, and that is none other than the Lightworks palette. This is volume 5 that I'm using today. You can use any metallic palette that you have. You just need two shades. You need a green shade and a purple shade, and that's what we need. So from this palette, I'm going to use this green shade, and let's put this on. So I'm going to just apply it on my inner corner, and look how bright and beautiful this looks. Putting it on my entire lid, and it looks very beautiful. Very beautiful. And now that we're done with the green, I'm going to put on purple metallic shadow, and for that I'm going to take a mix of these two. So I'm going to mix these two and apply. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to apply it at the center of this. Look how beautiful this looks. The entire lid looks very shiny, and this is what it looks like. Now these are just simple eyeshadows, just the pigmentation of this palette is very beautiful, but these are not duochrome shadows. Some of the shades are, the shades that I've used are not. So this is a simple green metallic eyeshadow, and this is a these two are duochrome shades, but the sheen is of purple only. So it looks very beautiful and very nice, and now the look is slightly coming together. I have a lot of things to do right now still. Now it's time to put on eyeliner, and for that I'm using the Inglots black eyeliner. This is in the shade 77 and I'm using an eyeliner brush. It's up to you if you want to apply eyeliner or not, but I feel eyeliner just elevates the look and it looks good on my eyes, so I always use an eyeliner. So I'm done with eyeliner on both the sides. It looks very nice. It is your choice if you want to use an eyeliner or not. I love putting on an eyeliner. And now we are going to put on mascara. For mascara, I'm using this Sugar Lash of Titans Volumizing Mascara. I am using it for the very first time. Let's see how this works. So it's definitely lengthening, but I don't feel it's giving me much volume. Let's see after a few more coats. So I don't know why, what's the issue with the bottle. The mascara is all over the tube and it's creating a fuzz. I'm not able to wipe off excess mascara from this and it's just getting very messy. You can see how much I have. Look at it. I'm using it literally for the very first time and it's just very messy. So this is what my lash looks like and it's getting clumpy now after just the first coat. So I don't find it to be very nice. After the first coat it was giving good length, but after the second coat I feel it's just getting clumpy now. Although it's giving good volume also, and it looks kind of pretty. I'm not really sure. So yeah, it is giving nice volume, but it is getting slightly clumpy also. So I'm not really very sure about this. But yeah, it's not a very bad mascara. It's not too good either. You can work with this, but it's not very bad. Just the tube is very messy and that's annoying me like anything. So I'm done with the mascara and I have a lot of the mascara out of the bottle. Okay, it's getting messy now. I'll let it dry and then we'll apply eyelashes. Until the time it's drying, let me show you how vibrant this looks. Look at how beautiful this is. So this side also looks very pretty, and the eye look that I did earlier was with no cream product. So I didn't use any cream product. It was purely shadows and still it was looking so nice that you guys asked me to recreate it. So with the eyeshadows only, if I cover this side, it is giving enough color and enough pigmentation, and vibrance of the color is also good. If you want that extra kick of vibrance, extra pop of color, then only go in with the cream palette, or just go and buy any kind of green colored concealer or colored eye base that works really nicely. You do not have to invest a lot of money in these kind of things. If you really want to buy it and you do a lot of colorful eye looks, then it is worth every single penny. But if you do not do these colorful eye looks that much, then you can go and buy separate tubes of these colored eye bases. That will be really nice. P. Louise has some amazing shades. You can go and buy the Makeup Revolution ones also, although I haven't used the Makeup Revolution ones. P. Louise is amazing. The formulation is amazing, and there are various other options. You can use the colored kajal as well for your colorful base. That will also give a good color payoff. So it is your choice. You can use whatever product you like for that vibrant color. Now I'm going to use these Bombay Vanity eyelashes. This is in the style Feather, and I'm using Inside Cosmetics eyelash glue. It has a very thin band and the length of the lashes is not too much, and that is what I like. I do not like when the length is a lot. Like, I like the curl and everything, but the length should be slightly shorter. That's what I like. So it has a very short length, and let's see how this looks after applying it. Okay, so I definitely do not like the mascara because all my eyelashes have just clumped and doesn't look good, and the eyelashes are just very pretty. So these are not very heavy ones. They are for people who are either afraid of applying eyelashes or they want just subtle ones, because I tend to do very heavy eye looks and I do not like it when the eyelashes cover it all up. So I prefer going for some eyelashes either which are heavier from the sides or they are just not heavy altogether. So this is what it looks like. The eyelashes are not very heavy. You can use heavy ones as well along with this eye look, but I'm liking it. It looks very cute. So now that we're done with the eye look, let me quickly come back after doing my full face of makeup. So I'm back after doing full face of makeup, and this is how it looks like. Now let me quickly show you how this eye look looks in the natural lighting. So this is what the eye look looks like in the natural lighting. This is the side with the cream base, the color case that I use, and this is the powder eyeshadow side. So this is how the eye look looks like. I hope you guys like the video. I hope you guys like the tutorial. I tried to explain everything in as much detail as possible, and I also tried to show how actually an eye look is done, and it's not like and it's done. It literally takes a lot of time and effort. And I also tried to show you two different ways of doing the same eye look. It is up to you. Whichever way you like, you can choose. Whichever way you find easier, you should choose that. And if you want me to recreate any eye look that I have done on myself or any Instagram inspo picture, please DM to me on my Instagram channel. The handle is mentioned right here. Feel free to send your inspo images and I will definitely create a tutorial on that. So yeah, this is it for the video. If you have any confusion in any step of the process, please write it in the comment section below. I will help you guys out. Also, with any other thing regarding makeup, stuck in any step, you want my help, you can always comment down below and I'll help you guys. Or if you are too shy and do not want to ask in the comment section below, you can always DM me on the Instagram and I'll help you guys with anything regarding makeup. I reply to all the comments and all the DMs that I get. And yeah, this is it for the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. Bye.